everybody, this is Eternal Blade here, and welcome back to part 3 of our texturing the crew's cabin tutorial. So we're just going to sort of carry on where we left off. This was the last image that we had. So I'm going to just drag that over and drag that over there. Alright, so we can actually get an easy one out of the way here. This little plant holder is actually that sort of same, let's see, what do we call it? Silver material, which has disappeared, apparently. I guess this is why you're supposed to name your materials. I think it's this one. Let's see, reflect, diffuse. Seems too good to be true. Now, here's the silver material. We actually did call it silver. So click on that and just assign to selection. That way we can assign it to the little candlestick there. And actually, that piece can be silver as well. Alright. Now, one of the things I noticed was these walls. So on my last render, you see how it's very flat here. And in the picture, right here, you can see a bit of sort of specularity. And that's actually a slight reflection in the walls. So we're going to go to our main wall color, somewhere over here. Wall color main, dark. And we should probably transfer these over to let's transfer these over to a V-Ray material here. So V-Ray material, let's go to diffuse map, bump map, and let's delete this one. Make this texture 1 and call this main wall dark. Okay, bump this up a bit. And let's actually, in the reflection slot here, just give it sort of a very, like a 5 in the reflections there. Just to give it a very, if you give it more, you'll see you have a lot of reflection coming in there. We need about, just very, very, maybe even a 3 will work. And then give it, kind of a 0.9, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.7. 0.7 should be good. And then let's come over here. Let's just grab a little section right here, re-render, see if we can notice any difference. We might not be able to. That's cool if we don't, but alright, let's play with it and see what we get if we change this to maybe 0.9. It should be very, very subtle if we see it at all. Our render could simply be too low of a resolution to see. Let's try over here. Okay, let's bump it up to 14 and see what we get. Not seeing much of a change. Let's try somewhere where it would. Let's try over here in the corner. And it could be we need to actually render the whole thing out to see if there's really any change at all, but for now it should be good. I think we can be happy. It's a bit darker, I guess. But okay, so we'll stick with that for now. Let's actually go on to attempt some pillows of some sort. So we're just gonna come over here. And here we have these sort of blue and yellow pillows. So let's go to Google. Of course, Google's always where you go. Let's look up sort of blue and yellow floral pattern fabric, actually. Let's see what we get. Want to have something kind of simple. Ugh, those are ugly. That is pretty atrocious. That one's not bad. Maybe we'll go with this one. It does have a bit of a logo there. Man, these are just utterly terrible though for the most part. That's not a bad one. Let me start opening these up. That's not bad. Where's the other one I saw? That's not bad. Heck, even that one's not bad. So I'm just kind of looking for things that'll match the sort of theme. Actually, that's pretty good. Alright, so let's see what we got here. That one, not bad, pretty colorful. Really close to the color tones. It's kind of faded though. Seems a bit too colorful. I didn't realize that had a penny in the middle of it. So we'll get rid of that one. I think we're gonna go with this one. We'll just, yeah, we'll go with this one. This is a pretty cool one. I mean, I'd like to go with this one. This is more kind of what we're looking for, but the resolution is so low. So let's copy image, and then we will go into our Photoshop here. File new. Okay, and we'll paste that puppy in. Now I think, actually that's not bad. Okay, so now, file, save as, let's go to JPEG. We'll just save this as pillow diffuse. Okay, and what we're also going to do is, let me see, grab some of this right here. Actually, maybe this. File new, Control V, and let's see, image, canvas size. Let's just do 500, 500. Let's just paste this a couple times here. Okay, grab all these, merge layers. Alright. And I actually probably don't need 500 times as much. Alright, let's just crop this. And that's probably good. Okay, file, save as, and this will be pillow side diffuse. Okay, now let's go into YouTube here, and let's just find fabric texture. Okay, it should be something black and white with basically just like a little cross hatching, something like this. Okay, let's ideally something a little flatter than that. This will work nicely. Save image as, not our grapes project, but cruise cabin, textures, fabric, bump. Okay, let's go back into Max. Let's create a new texture here. Actually, let's grab a pillow first, and let's zoom in on it. Select that, that, and that. Ring those, control click, so we basically have the outer edge there. And let's assign material ID to 2, and tools. This is like the third time I've done this. I still can't find it. There it is. Select invert, set ID to 1. Okay. I think I screwed something up there. There we go. Alright, so let's do a multi-sub-object material and assign it to the pillow. And a VR material. All right, let's do 2 V-Ray materials actually. This will be pillow main, and this one will be pillow seam. All right, assign this one to 1 and this one to 2. And then let's just check real quick, make this some other color. All right, so pillow seam, good. So pillow main, in the diffuse texture here, let's do a bitmap, and let's get that pillow diffuse texture out. All right, and we can show that in the viewport there. Now, we seem a bit stretched, so let's do here, a UVW map, and just do a box. Should work perfect. There we go, now we're nice and even. And what we want to do here is a couple things. In the reflection, we definitely need a fall off map. Okay. This will just help it look, you know, more like a pillow. All right, perfect. And then we need in the bump, so maps, bump, we will use the sort of material we found here. And if you look in there, you can see the subtle bumps there. Okay. You kind of want to keep your workspace clean if you can. And this same bump is going to be used down here. Okay. The diffuse map here will be a bitmap. It'll just be the standard color. Okay. And we'll just show that there. Should work nicely, I hope. Alright, good deal. And this will need the same, same fall off map in the reflect. Alright, and let's assign that to that pillow as well. We do need to, well, I think it's just easier if we delete that one. Just make a copy of this one. Well, let's not delete it. So editable poly, let us go here, click, click, and click, ring these, and set it to tool edit, invert, select, set these to 1, okay, give it UVW as a box, and there we go. Now our pillow should be nice for the most part. Alright, and let's go into our camera view here, and let's just select these, and give it a render and see what we've got. Alright, so I rendered it out, and here's what we've got. Now this seam, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not what I was hoping for, is the problem. So let's think about this here. Perspective Z. Now there's an easy way. I shouldn't say easy way. But there is a way to fix this problem. So let's go into Turbo Smooth. Edit Poly. This is basically we're going to make another seam in here. Actually, this needs to go up there. Edge. Let's just click one of these edges here and need to loop it. Alright. Now let's not move our edge as we're attempting to loop. Press Q. Interesting. Above the noise then. So edge, loop. Okay, let's create shape and grab the shape here and increase the thickness a bit. Alright, this will give us a definite theme here. Increase the sides, and there you go. Now you'll have a pretty nice seam on your pillow. Maybe decrease the thickness a bit. Okay, now go back to your pillow here and UVW or edit poly. Let's actually just select all of the polygons here and assign them to the first material ID. Right, so they'll all sort of be the same. But what we can do is grab this and assign this the seam material. Okay, and go to UVW, just make it a box, and that should make it fairly happy. Alright, now let's do the same over here. So, edit poly. Alright, go to the edge selection mode. Grab basically the middle edge, loop it, create shape. There's your seam. Make sure your radius of the seam is the same. So, as an example, this radius is 1.894, and this is 1.894, so we're good. So go back down here to your polygons, select everything, and just set ID to 1. Okay, come back up, and for your edge, or for your seam, we'll just assign that. And we'll give it a UVW, just make it a box. Okay, go into your camera, and let's go over here, and let's re-render these and see now what we have. Alright, so there we go. So those pillars looking much better. I still think we need to have a bit of extra reflection on them here. I feel like it's just not enough. So let's go here and change that to a lighter tone there. Alright, and let's see, let us try that and see what we get. Alright, we're looking much better here. Now let's also go to our main material here and change the subdivisions here to 16 on the reflect, as well as 16 over here, and then let's maybe get a bit lighter. Okay, and let's re-render it one more time. Alright, here we go. So we have these interesting sort of things here. I'm not sure what they're coming from. I think it's almost like specularity in there. So we're gonna go in here. Actually change the glossiness to maybe 0.8. Alright, 0.7, 0.6, 0.5. 0.4. 0.4 seems to be about right. Let's come here, change this to 0.4 as well, and let's do a re-render and see where that gets us. Alright, so looks like they're gone now, but maybe we did a bit too much, so let's try 0.5, 0.5, 0.6, maybe 0.6. Alright, let's try re-rendering again. We don't really need the whole thing, just this little area right here. And re-render. Alright, maybe try a little higher. Maybe we'll try 0.8. That just seems too high. Maybe 0.7 will do the trick. And this is half the battle with rendering, is just kind of, going through your settings one at a time, trying to figure out what will make the difference and what won't. That actually looks pretty good. I'm just trying to get this little reflection right here to where it matches. Alright, so I think I'm probably happy with that for now. Our pillows look pretty good in the overall scene. Again, we can adjust these textures as we go. So now let's find a sort of pinstriped material here for the chair. Alright. So, handy in Google, and let's do pinstripe fabric. Oops, pinstripe images. Let's see if we can find something similar. This is actually really close, extremely close. So, let's save image as chair pin stripe use. I didn't even see where we saved that as. Okay, it's in the right folder. Good. So let's grab this entire thing here. Shift drag it up. And let's go to the bitmap, and we'll replace this with the pinstripe material. Okay, so you see we kind of just did that there. And let's make this perhaps a 0.6, kind of blur out a little bit. And let me bring that over. And, oops, sorry about that. Come on. There we go. And we will simply click this, UVW, box map. Alright, and we will just drag and drop. Alright, let's grab that. Come on, why don't you let me show shaded material in viewport? Let's save that. Something is being strange here. Why don't you like this? Let's do this make up chair. Sort of odd. Let's just do it with one. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we can see sort of how the tiling is. So not what we want. So our UVW map, let's just change the tiling from that. And just one long sort of tile. Maybe not like that. Maybe even a little less. Less than that. Alright, so we do have a bit of tiling errors there. I'm just going to do planar. I'm just trying to see the best way to make this easy on ourselves. I felt like box mapping was a solution. Cylindrical, definitely, probably not. Well, let's see. Fit. Cylindrical with a cap, definitely not. Spherical probably isn't what we want. Well, ooh, spherical is what we want. Perfect. That is exactly what we're looking for. So let's go there and maybe a little extra, maybe not quite that much. Oops. All right. It doesn't look so bad. Okay, and for the spline, we'll give it, I guess, I can't really tell from the image here. Looks to be just a similar color, so we'll give it the similar color. Okay, and then maybe drag that UVW map onto there, just so it matches up perfect. Okay. And let's grab this UVW. Oops. UVW map it with a box. And pop that on. Now let's see in the reference image, wherever it may have gone. Let's see, so it's down and across, and we have down and across. Look at that, that's just working for us. It actually looks about right too in terms of height and everything. Maybe shrink it a bit there. And the seam, we'll give it the same UVW map. Alright, and just apply the same material to it. Alright, there we go. So let's go to our camera, and we can grab this region over here. So let's just really dial it in. Okay, and render and see what we get. Alright, so there we go. That's what we're getting. I think, here's what we're trying to achieve. Now, we're missing a light here, so that could affect the color, but I think we need to separate out our back a little more. So go here and just drag it out a bit, just to separate it. Okay, and I think we sort of need to go into the diffuse map here. Output. Let's just lighten it up a little bit. Maybe even to 2. Alright, and then let's go back in here and let's re-render this. Alright, so there we go. Now our chair is a bit lighter and it looks like it matches a little bit better with the chair in the image. Now again, the lighting is a bit off. So let me go in here and perhaps change it to there. Okay, it's not bad. So we'll let that be for a little bit until we get some additional lights in. And actually, while we're here, let me just grab. Let me save this from my perspective and just grab one of these lights. So these are just simple V-Ray lights. I put the temperature at about 3000. The luminous power is pretty massive because my scene scale is a little bit off, but I'll work on that a little bit later. For now, I'm just using it to get sort of a general idea of the color for everything. Oops, watch out there. And let's just put this in here, and let's see. Height looks good. Weird how it does that. I don't even know where it's rotating around. How strange. Well, I'm hoping that's a good place for this light. Looks like it should be. Alright, and then we will grab this light, shift drag it over here, and make it an instance. Alright, so going back over here real quick, let's just render that real quick. And we had the wrong window selected, so let's go back to here, camera, render. Alright, so whatever it is, it doesn't look like we're near enough in the luminous power department. So I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if that actually did anything over there. So we can look at that a little later to see exactly what the problem is. I don't even know where the light went. Is this the light? That's not the light. Where is the light? Better light's like floating in the sky somewhere. We just had a light there and now it's gone. Okay, there's one light. shift. Are we actually having a light here? V-Ray light. Shift drag. Instance. Shift drag. Instance. It's not actually making V-Ray lights. How strange. We'll just delete that. And we can grab the light again. I think. And drag it. What if it's just a massive light somehow? No, I don't really know what the problem is. But anyway, this is texturing. We'll go on to rendering later. So for now, I'm going to say that chair is about good. So we'll stop it at this part. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Alright, see you later.